Good morning. Let's see how I sound today. All right, we'll do the old standard. You look like perfect fit for a girl in need of a tourniquet. Come on and save me. Okay, so obviously it didn't sound that great this morning. It's interesting. Today is Today is October 30th, so Halloween's tomorrow. Not that I really care that much. Um, the main thing I'm thinking about today is just reflecting on the last 2 days and how I was in kind of like a bad emotional space. Yesterday, I just don't know what got into me, but I was letting people get to me. I was getting kind of aggressive, which I really, even if I feel a certain way, I don't usually get aggressive with people. But I think that when you start, you can easily spiral. Like I don't play poker, so I don't really know what this concept means, but I get this concept in life, which is like just the idea of going on tilt, where things are going bad, like things are just going badly. You're not getting the right hand, you're just kind of off, and then all of a sudden you just make more and more moves that are just off, and you're reacting to your own off energy. And so what I found is that in life that happens all the time, where you just kind of go into a spiral. Like maybe someone cut you off and you got on the road and you got mad, and then you ended up like running into something, which actually kind of happened to me. Not exactly, because it was a stationary object. It was like I was already in a like a bad mood, and then I was trying to like get to the gym, and it was early and I was already late, and I just bought this new Porsche because I'm having like a mild midlife crisis, obviously. So it's like whatever, like, and I backed into. It's really hard to get out of the parking in my place, so you have to kind of like shimmy out of there. And instead of like shimmying, I was like, it's fine, I can do it. And then it was like crunch. I was like, oh, okay, no, I can't. Then I went on this whole other thing, and like then I got this like robocall from Apple that was like, your iCloud has been compromised. And I was like, well, it wasn't a robocall, it was actually a real person. And I was like, oh, and I almost went through the whole process of giving all my information, but I was like, this doesn't seem right. So I caught myself, and then I got a call from a friend of mine who was crying and needed like money, and that was a good thing. But I was just at that point I was a little bit like, okay, well, what's next? Things blowing up at work, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in this like weird negativity puddle, and you feel resentful and alone and like misunderstood and mistreated. And because you feel that way, more things start happening to you that way, because that's what you're expecting. So my point of all of this is that how you think about things affects how you feel about things and the situations you attract. So the mere fact of thinking a thought, whether it's, I'm never going to, I don't even want to say it, that thought is going to attract those situations for sure. Like, that's why we all have these patterns in our lives. These patterns are not, the patterns, the patterns are there because you are who you are. So you kind of have to change who you are and your personality a little bit in order to attract the right situations. Once again, unscripted, but that's kind of how I'm thinking about my day today and what I want to bring into today. And I just want to, no matter what happens, operate from a space of those bad things didn't happen and they're not actually even that bad. Um, and think about, oh, well, here's what I want to have happen, and if I want, and what that would feel like. So think about how you want to feel, and do whatever it takes to get yourself feeling that way. It's hard. It's very, very hard. So I'm about to do a little bit of meditation and to zone into that, and then I have 7:34 a.m. I have a work call at 8 a.m. So then my workday starts. Business, music, work, whatever. So, yeah, I guess have a good day to myself.